Namaste, welcome to this 30-minute yoga practice to help you relieve stress and mental, physical tension so you feel a little bit more relaxed and a bit more present. So if you'd like to join me seated on your mat. So either coming into crossed legs or the right shin in front of the left or vice versa. You can come into a half lotus or lotus if that is comfortable for you. Also, you might wish to sit on top of a block, a blanket or a cushion. And bring your hands to your knees. Allow yourself to totally become present. Dropping the shoulders away from your ears. But sitting tall. And start to soften your cheeks, your jaw. Maybe the jaw hangs open as you unclench the jaw. Eyelids gently close. And focus on each inhale and exhale. Perhaps with each exhale you feel further tension releasing from your shoulders. Perhaps deepening the connection between your sit bones and your mat. And starting to breathe in and out of your nose. Lengthening each breath, but keeping the breath soft. And letting go of anything from your day so far, or perhaps you've got coming up in your day. So keep arriving back here on your mat and to your breath. And lengthen the arms beside you. Slowly reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. Palms touch. Exhale. Float the hands back down. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, hands down. One more time, gathering all that lovely energy up. Exhale, perhaps a big sigh. And place your right hand onto your left knee and your left hand beside your hip or just behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, twist to the left side. Return into your deep, soft breaths. And one more breath. And on an exhale, releasing back to center. You might wish to swap the legs here. Placing your left hand onto your right knee, your right hand behind you or beside you. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist to the right side. Using your inhale to lengthen and open up the shoulder and the chest, and the exhale to twist. So we're wringing out toxins in the body that are caused by stress. Toxins that can cause stress, so a nice detoxifying twist. Inhale, exhale, release back to center. Place your right hand beside you. You can place it on a block if you wish. Inhale, the left hand floats up to the left side and reaches up and perhaps over. Stretching the left side of the body, but keeping the sit bones, the hips grounding down. Breathing. Relax your jaw, your face. One more breath. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Exhale, plant the left palm down. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, gently fold into the left side. Ground the right bum cheek down. Opening through the front of the chest. But right shoulder releasing away from the ear, so we're not hunching everything in. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, plant the right hand, sweep the left hand up and over. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand up, reach in. Exhale, ground the right palm. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, left hand grounds. And keep this motion flowing with your arms. Your breath might be very slightly. You might find you can start to reach the forearms down onto the ground, as you start to feel a little bit more open and perhaps a little bit less tense. And bring your hands down beside you. So extend the legs in front of you and just give them a little shake. Releasing tension. You might wish to shake the feet from side to side. And coming back to cross legs one final time, or easy pose, so the right leg or left leg in front of the other. Inhale, sweep your hands up overhead, reach up, and exhale, fold forwards from your hips and ground your palms down in front of you. So the sit bones, the hips are grounding down. As we're folding from the hips, it doesn't mean that we're rounding through the spine. So we're folding down. If you're still quite upright, that's fine. You might even wish to rest your head onto a couple of books or a block. Wherever you are, allow yourself to let go. So if you're holding on to tension in the hips, allow it to release. Nice long, releasing, nourishing breaths. Just noticing if there's anything that you're holding on to at the moment that you can release mentally, perhaps physically. And walking your hands up, swapping sides with the legs. And again, sweep the hands up overhead, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold. So it might feel a little bit different in this side than the other, around the hip. So adjusting your pose to suit. It might mean that you're still quite upright here. That's absolutely fine. Just returning to your breath. Enjoying where you are. Release, inhale, exhale at the top. Ground the feet down in front of you and take hold of your shins. So lengthening through the spine again, rolling the shoulders back, the heart space opens. And start to roll your shoulders back even more, perhaps lifting your gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale round through the spine, pulling the navel back. Press your feet down. Inhale, open your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, rounding through into our seated cat pose. And keep these movements going to suit you. Adjusting any pose to make you feel better in your body. So not necessarily going to the full extension of the pose. Listening to how you're feeling and trusting your mind, your body. And a couple more here. You might start to feel a little bit less tense, like you're moving more with ease rather than heaviness. And when you're ready, crossing the ankles, ground your hands down in front of you. Bringing the knees underneath your hips. So we're coming into a puppy pose, sinking the arms, the chest down. So just making sure you've got enough space in front of you. Inhale, excuse me. Sorry. Inhale and exhale, reach your arms forwards and sink your chest down. So your arms are in line with your shoulders. Your knees are hip width apart. You can use a blanket rolled up under your knees for support or a block underneath your head. This is too intense, you might be on your forearms. Again, wherever you are, notice if there's any unnecessary tension you might be holding onto. And with each exhale, letting that go. Connecting to your breath. Your heart space, connecting with the ground. And inhale, start to lift your head and your chest. And exhale, sink your hips down, Sphinx pose. So keeping the forearms and the arms shoulder width apart. Press the elbows, the forearms, the palms down. Press the tops of your feet down. Shoulders back, lifting through the chest and the head. Breathe in. Hips pressing down. So really stimulating the lungs with oxygen. Allowing a fresh flow of breath to help de-stress our mind and our body. Pressing the arms down. And one final cycle of breath. And then tucking your toes under. Lift your hips up and widen your knees. Bringing the big toes together and lower your hips down into child's pose. Option to rest your head onto your hands or perhaps extending the arms. You might prefer to round through the spine, bringing the knees together and arms beside you. Maybe shuffling your hips, your body, from side to side as you find that nice place for yourself. To be present, to notice what's happening in your mind and body, and taking this into stressful circumstances, or perhaps daily stress, knowing you can pay attention and adjust your mind, your body, your breath to help you feel a bit more at ease and relaxed. And when you're ready, gently roll up to all fours, grounding your palms down, ready for downward facing dog. So spread the fingers, tuck your toes, inhale, and exhale, lift your hips up, press the ground away, sink your chest down. So you can bring the heels up and down, perhaps alternatively, maybe bring a twist through the torso. So nice and loose, press into the fingers, the knuckle joints. Maybe shake the head yes and no. And finding a still downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And slowly walk your hands to meet your feet. Finding a gentle forward fold. You might wish to widen your feet slightly. Take your elbows and allow the crown of the head to sink down, the spine to lengthen. Your torso might be on your thighs and your knees bent. And perhaps taking a sway from side to side. And notice if you can release the upper body just a little bit more with each exhale. Resetting the mind, releasing pressure caused by stress. Ground your feet down, release your hands, bend your knees and roll yourself all the way up to standing. Lengthen your spine, roll your shoulders back, lift your head. So rooting through the heels, your toes, sweep your hands up, inhale, reach, palms touch, exhale, palms to your heart. Melt the shoulders away from your ears. So staying here for a few breaths. Notice if you can get yourself a little bit more stable, a bit more comfortable. Avoid locking the knees, so a soft bend perhaps in your knees. Evenly distributing the weight, so perhaps swaying from side to side until you find that center of gravity. Maybe closing your eyes. Noticing the palms touching and your breath. And you can bring mindfulness into your everyday to help relieve stress. Just being aware of your emotions and how your emotions cause your body to react and perhaps the mind to get caught up. So just being mindful helps us be present and help us feel a little bit more in control rather than running away with stress. So inhaling Big sigh, exhale. Bring your right forearm in front of your left and take in the elbows with opposite hands. Bend your knees, ground through the feet. Start to fold forwards and then bring yourself to the right side and lift yourself up as you press the feet down. Inhale at the top, reach. Exhale to the left, fold forwards, bend the knees. So we're creating circles with the upper body. Inhale, lengthen at the top. Exhale, slowly folding down. Inhale, open the chest, armpits, shoulders. Exhale, release. A couple more times. Inhale at the top, exhale, release. Okay, so now bring in the left forearm in front of the right, take the elbows. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bend the knees, fold to the right side. So whichever side you didn't do, so just repeating on the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, circle through the upper body, the hips. Two more times. And after your next exhale, meeting at the top, inhale, exhale to release. Okay. Interlace your fingers behind you, your hands behind you. Bring your shoulders up and roll them back and down. Ground through your toes. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, pull your arms away from you. This might be a very slight back bend. So just be mindful of your lower back, your hips. Try not to look all the way back. Be mindful of your throat. Again, you might have a slight bend here. Breathe in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And slowly lift back up to standing. Inhale, keep your hands interlaced. And exhale, fold forwards from the hips. Pull your arms, your hands away. Allow the head to sink down. Breathe in, long exhales. Squeeze in the shoulder blades. So really using the exhale to bring calm. Bend your knees, lower the hands, press your feet down, slowly lifting yourself up. Inhale at the top, exhale, releasing your hands. Taking a moment to ground yourself if you feel a little bit lightheaded from the forward folds. Okay, so bring the hands in front of you and rotate your wrists one way and the other, and take one final inhale, reach up, exhale, palms together. Allow yourself to ground. And if you wish to take some deep relaxation, then you can do that now. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste.